Hello everyone, today we are going to solve LeetCode's problem of the day, successful pairs of spells and portions. So in this problem, we are given two positive integers array, spells and portions of length n and m respectively, where spell I represents the strength of ith spell and portions j represents the strength of jth portion. We are also given an integer success, and a spell and portion pair is considered successful if the product of their strength is at least success. So we have to return an integer array pairs of length n, where pairs I represents the number of portions that will form a successful pair with ith spell. Let's see the test cases for better understanding. So in the first test case, our spells array is 5, 1, 3 and portions array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and our success value is 7. So for 5, what are the number of portions which will form successful pair? Like 5 into 1 will give us 5 and it is smaller than 7, so it will not form a successful pairs. But 5 into 2 will give us 10, which is greater than success, so it is a successful pair. Similarly 5 into 3 is 15. These all will form a successful pair. So total 4 pairs are successful. For 1, if we multiply 1 with 1, we will get 1, which is not a successful pair. 2 is also not a successful pair. 1 into 3 is also not successful. And 1 into 5 is also not successful. So there are 0 pairs which are successful. For 3, if we multiply 3 with 1, we will get 3. Not a successful pair because it is smaller than success. 6 is also not successful, and 9, 12, 15 are successful. So there are 3 pairs. So we will at the end return 403. Means array of successful pairs. Okay. So the first approach that can came to your mind is, I will do brute force. For each spell, I will check each portion if it is successful. So what I will do, I will multiply 5 with each portions, and if their product will be greater than success, then I will do count plus plus, and at the end I will push back count in my answers array. So yeah, the complexity for this approach will be O of n into m, because for each spell we are iterating in each portion, so this will give us TLE. So we need to find a better approach. So the main idea is here is, if we sort our portions array, this will not change our answer. So we can sort our portions array. So like in second test case, here if we sort our array, okay, yeah. So here our spells is 312 and our portions is 858. I will sort this array. So I will get 5, 8, 8. Okay. Then for 3, I will check what is the minimum value required so that my product will greater than 16. So for this, I will find minimum x. Wait a second, internet connection is. Okay, so for 3, what is the minimum value required so that if I multiply 3 with that minimum value, I will get value greater than equal to success. So I'm saying for spell I, if I multiply what is happening here? Okay, so for ith spell, if I multiply it with minimum value x, my multiplication should be greater than equal to success. So minimum x will be greater than equal to success by spell I. And I have to take the floor value of this, means if this is not an integer, so I have to round up the value. Like if it is 2.5, I have to round up to 3, and if it is an integer value, then I don't need to round up, so it will be 2. So let's see an example for this. Like for 3, I need 16 by 3, and 16 by 3 will give me 5 point something, 5.3, so it will round up to 6. So I need minimum 6 so that my successful pair will form. So lower bound for 6, in this sorted array, I can directly find the lower bound of this in this array using STL function lower bound. So I will get this 8. So I will do m minus this lower bound's index, m minus 1, sorry, index is 1, so I will get 2. 3 minus 1 will give me 2. So there are 2 pairs which will form successful pair with 3. Similarly for 1, I will do 16 by 1. So I will get 16. So if I found lower bound of 16 in this array, I will get portions dot end. And if I subtract m minus portions dot end, I will get 0. So there are no successful pairs for 1. And for 2, if I do 16 by 2, I will get 8. So lower bound for 8 will again give me index 1, and if I do 3 minus 1, I will get 2. So answer for this will be 202. So the approach is very simple. I will first sort this portions array, then for each spell I will find the lower bound of success divided by spell I, and make sure to round up this value. Okay, yeah. So let's write the code for this. So firstly, I'm sorting the portions array. Then I'm iterating in each spell. In spells. Then I'm creating a long x, because our portions can be up till 10 to power, success can be up till 10 to power 10. So integer value will give us overflow. So make sure to use long here. I will do using ll equal to long. Then I will find the value which success by spell. Okay, then I will check if this value is not a multiple, like if success mod spell not equal to 0, means these values, success is not a multiple of spell, means this will give me some decimal value. So I will round up my x, so x plus plus. Then I will find the index of lowest value which is greater than equal to x. So I will simply use STL function lower bound here to finding the minimum value. So let's copy this, because repetitive code we can ignore. Then x, then I will do minus portions dot begin. So I will get the index of this minimum value. Then I will say int c is equal to, and let's declare m, int m equal to portions dot size. Then I will simply do m minus index. So these pairs will form successful pair with this spell. So I will do answer dot pushback c, and let's declare our answers vector as well. So vector of int answer, and here I will simply return the answers vector. So let's run this. Yeah, it's passing the sample. Let's submit this. Yeah, it passed. So thank you for watching.